Now, this is something I really struggle with. Is this possibly, I think it is, the first crock pot meal I'm making of the season, which feels exciting. I am so looking forward to this. I really recommend this. I love these colours, they're just so cozy. I'm intrigued. I wonder if it will help us get a better night's sleep. So the next thing we are going to do, we are going to make blueberry muffins, but with a secret ingredient. Well, that was a massive fail. Good morning and welcome back to a new vlog. On my way out to Lidl, we need to make some changes. There's been a lovely lot of time over summer. We've overindulged, we've really enjoyed ourselves, but we need to get back on track. So I'll be talking about that more in this vlog. Aid's waiting outside, we're gonna go and do our food shop and I'll come back to you and share with you what we've bought. Actually been shopping before my dad came, so I was really needing to go and do a shop. We did £62 and I feel like we've done quite well considering we bought a decent amount. And I did meal plan before we went as well, so I'm kind of like knowing what I want to do. We've got a lot of salad and bits and pieces. That's a watercress, spinach and rocket salad. I want to make some hummus this weekend, so we picked up a couple of wholemeal pita breads, some udon noodles, 85p for a pack of 2. I think that's so good. I bought 4 packs of just the cheap noodles that are 35p each. I don't use the seasoning in them, but they're quite good for emergencies. And I put them like in, I use them as ramen and do like a brothy type thing. Cream crackers, salad cream. I bought Referral. Oh, let's not drop that because the wine is in there, bottle of wine as well. We are loving tinned fish with Revitas at lunchtime. Really enjoy that. I bought some apricots. I want to do like a chicken tagine type thing. I really wanted to get back into all the casseroles and stews. More pita breads. And Aid picked up a couple of packets of ginger biscuits as well. I do go by what's on offer as well as to what I buy. Granulated sugar had 15% off, so that's something that's always handy to have. Mushrooms weren't on the shopping list, but these were half prices, 64p. So I thought I'd do something with mushrooms. These tomatoes, these little vine tomatoes were also on offer, so I bought those. We got bananas, more noodles and ginger biscuits, and then we have a whole load of cans. I have got a mixture of chopped tomatoes, chickpeas for the hummus, baked beans. Aid prefers baked beans with sausages, and I think that's all the tins actually, and plum tomatoes as well are in here. I've seen the apricots. I really fancy a tagine. I wasn't planning to cook that tonight. Really fancying it now. Right, next up we have got grapes, romaine lettuces. I find these keep really well. We've got, these were on offer as well, mixed bag of lemons and limes, fresh ginger, celery to go with the hummus, cucumber. I'm fancying leeks, whether that be maybe a chicken and leek pie or something like that. Definitely feeling more of the sort of cozy foods at the moment. I've got a cauliflower. I want to do a like cauliflower bhaji type curry type thing. I've got a whole load of garlics because I want to do something with you that involves a lot of garlic, and I've been meaning to do it the whole of this year. Sweet potatoes were on offer, so I'm going to do sweet potato fries with marinated chicken one night. And the pink onions were on offer as well, 60 odd p for all of the one of these. So I've got 2, and I'll keep them out in the fridge because they last quite well out there. I love putting my lemons and limes into a glass dish like that. I think it looks so pretty. And we've actually got some passion fruits here that we picked up in Marks and Spencer's last week, so I'm going to pop those on there. And I think we might have to make some cocktails this weekend. And I also picked up some nectarines that were on offer. These aren't my favourite peppers. I prefer the green and red. I find these a little bit too sweet, but these were the ones that were on offer. So I bought those, £1.60 for all those peppers. And then we've got the frozen veg. I've got frozen green beans. I seem to get through so many green beans lately. Frozen sweet corn. I've got a couple of things of cottage cheese because I want to try a different recipe. Soft cream cheese there, the reduced fat. I got reduced fat creme fraiche because I'm going to want to make a white chili. And some natural yogurt. More cottage cheese, also good for lunches. Aid likes the Activia yogurts. They're actually out of date today. They were 60p for all of those. So he's going to eat those. And I got some frozen blueberries for a recipe as well. And then the meat that I bought a mix beef and pork mince. And I bought some chicken thighs. That's all the meat I've bought. So that is everything for £62 this week. All right, let's make a chicken tagine together. Is this possibly, I think it is the first crock pot meal I'm making of the season, which feels exciting. Right, I'm going to try something because my pot always stinks, my crock pot. And lots of you have said to spray it with oil first because I don't want to use the plastic liners. And I was using them because I know it's going to ruin my crock pot like it did with the other one. So let's give a generous spray of oil and see if that helps. Right, I am going to, let me show you everything I've got. I'll leave the link to the recipe down below. We have got chicken, we've got apricots, we've got a small orange. I'm throwing in a couple of plums just because I've got those left. Carrots, onions, peppers. I've got a stock pot, garlic, ginger, honey, and then turmeric. I haven't got any chili powder, so I've got cayenne pepper, cumin, coriander, cinnamon, and I've run out of paprika. So we've got chip seasoning, which is mostly paprika anyway. And that is everything that's going in here.
So how are you with the change of seasons? Are you affected by it? Does it bother you? Is there a particular season that you like or dislike? And how do you feel about moving from summer into autumn? Although I don't like winter, I do like autumn. But there is just for me that feeling of knowing the winter is coming. I don't like the wet, the cold, the dark. I like the coziness, don't get me wrong, but I find winter just seems to go on forever. And I'm on countdown for those mornings and evenings to start getting lighter. But I do, like I said, I like the coziness though. So like now I am loving all the cozy foods, the tagines. I'm loving getting a blanket out on the sofa again. So I like that side of things. I love the going for walks, the cooler walks, that type of thing, and wrapping up. So it's a little bit of a mix for me. But I do like this type of food, and I'm ready for the sort of like autumny type feels and the foods and the smells, and I love all the like pumpkin spice candles and that kind of thing. So I'm happy for that. I do still need to decorate. I've mentioned it before, we've lost all of our autumn decor since we've moved. We don't know where it is. It's not in Aid's parents. They've still got some boxes of ours in the garage. It's not in the boxes in our garage. We can't find it. Must be in our garage somewhere. But we don't know at the moment. So we're still looking for that. So I've been reluctant to go and buy stuff. So at the moment I don't really have much, to be honest with you.
I just realised that this recipe isn't the one that I thought I used before. It's a different one, and there's actually no apricots in there. However, I love apricots in a tagine, so I'm going to throw them in anyway. They're so good for you. So I'm going to throw a really good handful in. Let's do a little bit more. I love apricots. And I've chopped those 2 plums up that I had as well, so they can go in. And I think this is going to be delicious. Going to mix it all up. It's smelling amazing already. Let's see what this little concoction is going to be like. That's it. The lid is on. I'll add the peppers nearer to the end. I'm not adding the orange because I've added plums anyway. The peppers will go super, super soft, so they can be added right sort of like 15 minutes towards the end. And then what I'm going to do is update my shopping list. I've got all my shopping items from today. I'm going to remove those, and I have just used up cinnamon and I've just run out of paprika, haven't I? So I'm going to pop those straight on my list so that when we go shopping next, they're already on there. Dinner smells amazing. I haven't even needed to season this. Look at that. It just smells so, so good. I can't wait to try this. Look how delicious that looks. I added the peppers. I shredded the chicken whilst it was in the pot. And I am so, so looking forward to this. I'm going to give it a quick try, quick taste test. It's hot. That is so good. Makes such a nice change from a curry as well. I really recommend that. I didn't use any corn flour or anything to thicken it. I just kept it as it is. I really recommend this. Right, the next day, that crock pot meal was so good, by the way. It was so, so good. One of the things I was going to discuss about was sleep. Now, this is something I really, really struggle with, and I have done for a very long time. And I kind of put it in with when we moved to this house. I'm just very, very warm in the night, and I never ever sleep through. I was kind of maybe putting it down to my age, and that's what everybody else says when you speak to somebody, but I also felt it was something linked to this house. The house is so, so warm. It's a new build, and the other thing is with our old house, our bedroom was above the garage, and it was an older house. There was always a draft. We love a cold bedroom. And we even, like in the winter months, Ada has a little thermometer thing. In our old house, we would happily let our room get down to about 12 degrees. We slept with the window open. We had like the sort of typical where you've got your like small window at the top, so that would always be left open above us. We loved a cold bedroom, and then to have a thick duvet to snuggle under. So when we moved to this house, we've just got really big windows, so we can't leave them open, especially as we've got the cute little pitched roof underneath by the front door, so that's not really safe. And the house is warm, can't open the window, and even though we leave our windows open in the evening right up until we go to bed to try and get the temperature down, but then in the night I wake up so, so warm, and sometimes I feel sick, and then because I'm waking up so often I don't get into heavy sleep, so I dream a lot. And I've just noticed recently that when we're away I sleep all through the night. And I wondered if it was because I'm not having that anxious feeling of waking up and starting work. Because I work for myself, I generally get up sort of 5 in the morning to start work. And then I've just been thinking, I think, and I've said it to Ada for a long time, I think our duvet's too warm. We bought the Premier Inn bedding when we moved, and we love it. It's so thick, it holds its shape so well. We love it. You go to bed at night and you just feel so cozy. But it's too warm, I think. So we have decided this week to buy another Premier Inn duvet, but this time it's the summer tog. So this time of year, probably everyone else is getting out their winter togs, or starting to, and no, we're buying a summer tog. So the one at the moment is Premier Inn, and it's 10.5. I would, or we would, 100% recommend the Premier Inn bedding. We've got the mattress protector, you know, the fluffy topper. We've got the pillows. We haven't got the mattress. We haven't needed to buy one yet. And the duvet. So we bought the full set, and then we've also bought it. We love it so much, we bought it for the spare bed as well. So now we have bought the thin mattress as well, and I'm wondering if I will sleep better, because never having a proper night's sleep is not a good thing, is it? Right, how do we actually even get into it? I like these because you've got the little bags with them as well. You can store them quite nicely, so you can, like, obviously when we want the thicker one, maybe in the winter, we can then just pop it back in the bag. What I'm really hoping is it will still be fluffy. That's what we love about the Premier Inn beds, the fluffiness of the duvet. I want the weight and I want the fluffiness, but I don't want to feel so warm. So I am hoping, this one was £40. That's a king size 4.5 tog, cool and light duvet, and free delivery. It feels nice. I'm intrigued. Obviously it's not going to be the same kind of thickness because it's only a 4.5 tog. I'm going to swap it over and see what we think. I recently switched over as well, so we've got our, I don't usually film in our bedroom, but I'm going to make an acceptance. We've got our autumnal bedding at the moment. I love these colours, they're just so cosy. And when the sun shines through, especially in the evening, we get the sunset in here, it just goes golden. I'm going to switch it out and see what I think. It says machine washable as well. Super soft fibre blend. And that's direct from the Premier Inn website, from their home stuff. This is something I love. The set will be 2 years old in November, December time, probably December actually. And we've still got the lines that just automatically fall on the bedding. I love that. Making the bed is something that's really, really important to us both. We both like a made bed and a tidy bedroom, thankfully. And whoever is in the bed last will make it. So that's usually Aid because I get up really early. But like weekends, we make the bed together and that. And it's just always done. I could never imagine not making the bed first thing in the morning. But I think it's just that I love leaving my door open and just getting a little glimpse of our room whenever I sort of come up the stairs. It really pleases me, but I love the most getting into a perfectly made bed in the evening. I think it's the best feeling. There we go. It will look no different to you. But it feels much lighter. I could really tell the difference when I was putting it on, but it still feels puffy. So we'll find out tomorrow. I'm intrigued. I wonder if it will help us get a better night's sleep. I'll let you know tomorrow. I've just come into one of the spare rooms just to show you something. And again, look at the bedding. Look at those stripes. Just the way that it just sits. I just love that. Right, I'm not actually come in here to show you this. I have come in here to talk to you about window cleaner actually. I shared last time me cleaning the windows on the landing. I walk on the treadmill here every morning and I look through to the window on the landing. I love that big window. And it's just because it's been a really sunny week, you could really see how smeary the windows were. Had the window cleaner out this week as well, so I think that makes you notice it even more when they're so clean on the other side. So, as you saw in the last video, I cleaned the windows. And then the next day, which was when I wasn't filming, I'd been on the treadmill and the windows looked so bad. I think even worse than before. I bought some foam spray that had really good reviews on Amazon. I bought it. My lovely friend Jo buys a foam spray in the States for her windows and she swears by it. So I was trying to find something similar and I was so excited thinking I'd found something. And I'm just doing a worse job with them. So I said to Aid this morning about it and how bad they were. And I came out the shower this morning and he'd cleaned the windows with this. He'd actually done a few other windows in the house previously, just not that window. And this is amazing and I wanted to share this with you. It's not sponsored or anything. It's actually a small business owner that's created his own car cleaner. This is car cleaner. It's not actually made for house windows, although I'll get to that in a moment. So he's called yumcars.co.uk and his business is just growing like crazy, and the most amazing thing is it smells so good. I love it when Aid cleans the car because it smells really good, and you can actually, it sounds stupid, you can walk past your car a few days later and it still smells nice. And this is the window cleaner for the cars, and it's been designed so that the rain runs off it so it doesn't leave the watermark. So Aid's cleaned the shower door with it this week and he started cleaning a few of the windows inside. And so he's cleaned the window on the landing. I cannot believe the difference. I'll do a little before and after from this morning on here. And now I've been going around cleaning the windows, the mirrors. It's really good, but it smells so good. And he does actually say, the guy who's created this, use it in your house as well. So that's why I'm showing you, although it's made for cars, it's amazing in the house. And what we've been doing, we've got 2 microfiber cloths. One is to clean it, and then the other is just to wipe it off afterwards, or like, you know, when you just want to do the finish wipe. So 2 microfiber cloths, and it's coming so well. So I just wanted to share that with you. I can just smell it even now. It smells so, so good. So if you're after a good window cleaner, I'll leave the link to, it's just basically yumcars.co.uk. It's really easy. And walking around and seeing the nice clean windows and the mirrors, I can't believe the difference. It just makes me feel so happy. Something else that's been making me feel happy, actually, I don't know if you can see out there, we've had the deer visit us again. You may remember last year we had a whole family of deer. It was so exciting. We watched them grow up. There was 2 babies, 1 girl, 1 boy. We know it was a boy because he grew antlers, and it was just so lovely. They stayed with their mum till quite late. The dad left after a few months, but the mum stuck around, and oh, it was just so lovely. It made me so happy seeing them. We saw them for the first time again yesterday. It was tea time, and it was 1 mum, 1 baby, and quite young, so she's obviously had new, because they've obviously, I'm guessing the adult ones have sort of like fled the nest and whatever it is, I don't know, they probably don't have nests, do they? I know they don't live in trees anyway. So yeah, and they were like on the doorstep. I put carrots out for them. They didn't eat them, they ran away. But we watched them for ages, and there was 3, a mum and 2 babies running around this morning, so it was just so nice to watch them. It's made us so happy. I forgot, I need to sort that out now, don't I? The next thing we are going to do, we are going to make blueberry muffins, but with a secret ingredient. I love these muffin cases. I think they are so, so cool. Right, we've got some different ones. We've got some plain craft, we've got some with like newspaper print. What else have we got? We've got some white ones. Let's go with white ones. I think these will look quite nice. I just love these because they open up flat, but they just look, I think they look quite classy for a muffin case. This muffin tray is so, so old. It's probably nearly as old as the kids. It's done me well. It's so marked though. And part of me would love a new one. And I've had it in my Amazon basket for a couple of years now, but it just seems an extravagant buy when there is physically nothing wrong with this one here. But the other one is teal. It's pretty and it matches my other cake tins. But no, I'm going to resist. It can stay in my Amazon basket. Maybe it's something I'll ask Aid for Christmas. But I'll find these muffin cases for you on Amazon and link them down below and pop them in my shop. So these are my ingredients: plain flour, caster sugar, coconut oil, eggs. I've got bicarb soda, baking powder, supposed to be cinnamon, but I'm adding pumpkin pie mix because it's that time of year. Frozen blueberries, and the magic ingredient, have you guessed, is cottage cheese. Protein-packed muffins, that's what these are. Now, I've always loved cottage cheese, but usually I have it as lunches with Rivitas, cherry tomatoes, all that kind of thing. I've never actually baked with it. I did recently add it to jacket potatoes. No, mashed potatoes, sorry. I scooped out the filling. I put the cottage cheese in the mixer and actually mixed that down with seasoning, and it was really, really good. And then the other day I actually made salad dressing with it. Instead of having like a mayo or sour cream or something like that as the base of the salad dressing, I used cottage cheese, and I put this in the blender with a little bit of oil, some red wine vinegar. What else did I put in there? I put a whole lime juice, put a little drizzle of honey. I ended up putting a bit too much in there. It was a bit on the sweet side, and seasoning. It was such a good salad dressing. I was really pleased with that. It's just obviously really good for you, really nice and filling. So I found a recipe, which I will link down below, for these blueberry muffins. So I thought, why not? Let's give it a go. So it's a new recipe I'm trying on Pinterest. Let's have a look and see if they're any good. Oven is on 180, 350 if you're in Fahrenheit. Right, let's give this a go. Fat in this recipe is actually coconut oil. I use coconut oil quite a lot, but I've never actually used it in a baking recipe. So I've got my 1/4 cup. I buy mine from Lidl. It's so much cheaper than most other places. And I am just going to melt that down slightly in the microwave. There we go. I love the smell of this stuff. I'm not a massive coconut fan. Just smells like holidays though. It smells really good. There we go. Do you know what that reminds me of? Do you remember coconut ice? I remember like at the brownie sales and school sales and that one mum would always make the pink and white coconut ice. Aid loves the stuff. Right, so let's crack on with this. In a large bowl, we're going to mix the sugar, oil, eggs, and cottage cheese and give it a nice smooth mix by hand.
Waiting for you in a town where I've always stuck around. It's always easy when I see someone waiting there for me. Well, there's a whole lot of love in a home from above. You take your coat off and raise that smile, the one unheard of for 1,000 miles. We share the future just like the past. The good and bad times are gonna last.
It says mix until smooth, but obviously there's only so smooth. You can make it with cottage cheese. I'm not going to put it through the blender this first time. I'll see how it is. I personally wouldn't mind, and if anything it might taste like cream cheese maybe. And next we're going to add the flour. I am going to sift it just to make it nice and smooth. A teaspoon of baking powder and a teaspoon of baking soda and a teaspoon of cinnamon. I'm going to do a heaped teaspoon, or in my case, pumpkin pie spice. Has anyone ever seen pumpkin pie spice for sale in the UK? Because more and more things are popping up now. I found, I did a thing on Instagram recently. I found everything bagel seasoning in the herb and spice section in M&S recently. £2. I was so impressed. I would have thought it would have been a lot more than that. So I'm going to stop buying it now, I think, in Dollar Tree. I have still got loads. I bought so much and it is only $1.25. But if I can get it in Marks for £2, I think that's a pretty good price, to be honest. Right, let's mix this up. I just love baking, and there's something, the door is open, the sky is blue. It's just such a good feeling baking when it's like this. And we're actually going to go out for a walk in a minute. Aid's nearly finished work for the day. He's just on his, or was on his last meeting. I need to go and pick up a prescription at the doctor's, and it's about a 2.5 mile round trip. So we went that way yesterday because I wanted to do an every return. And so I'm gonna go walk that way today. This feels quite thick, this mixture. I wonder if I should add a little bit of milk to it. It's really thick. Do you know what I mean? My muffin mix isn't usually quite that thick. I think I'm gonna pop in the blueberries because they're frozen, so we're gonna get a little bit of probably moisture off those. So maybe I won't. Let's fold them in. It says not to overfold. I think I might leave it as it is actually and not add some milk. I love the colour that it's becoming. Look at that. They always say do what makes you happy, don't they? And this definitely makes me happy. Right, let's get these, ooh, lost a blueberry, into cupcake cases. Are you as intrigued about these as I am? I've never used cottage cheese, and I've yet never used coconut oil in a muffin, a cake, or anything like this. This is just so weird. Right, a scoop of muffin. I'm so intrigued. If they're good, I will experiment with flavours. And if you don't use, this is tricky with one hand, an ice cream scoop for your muffins, I really recommend you get one. Just make sure that every muffin is measured the same. I think I need to do this with 2 hands. I'm intrigued to see how many this actually makes. So I made 11. It's more than I expected. The mixture is nice, really nice. You can taste the coconut. I'm intrigued. Right, let's stick these in the oven. Something else I am going to do while I wait for those muffins, I'm going to prep a sourdough. I've decided to surprise one of my neighbours and bake her a sourdough. I've never actually taken one to her house before. She's had it at ours and she really, really loves my sourdough bread. So I thought I would take one as a surprise for her.
There's something just so nice about a random act of kindness. I love doing that kind of thing, and I just feel like we've been so busy over the summer that I haven't had time to do much of that kind of thing. And I had set myself a challenge quite some time ago, even like before we'd moved, about sending something, surprising somebody and sending them something, doing it like once a month, at least once a month, whether it be just a little postcard or a card or just something in the mail as a little surprise. And like I said, I've kind of got out of that habit, so I'd like to get back in, especially like with us now moving towards Thanksgiving. I think it just sometimes, it certainly does me anyway, makes me stop and kind of sort of like reflect on the people that I feel grateful for and that kind of thing. And sometimes it's nice just to surprise somebody. So I'm going to be doing that a bit more lately. I'm going to be surprising people with some nice little surprises. You just kind of make those kind of people that make a difference to your life sort of feel appreciated. And I wonder how many people we have in our lives that we really feel strongly about them. They make such a difference to our day. And I bet half of them, probably most of them, don't even know how much we actually value them, whether it be just a neighbour or a friend. It could even be just like a friend in a WhatsApp group that you chat to each day. You may have never even met them, or in like an online community. You may really, really value that person's friendship and time, and they probably don't actually have any idea how much they mean to you. So I think a little random act of kindness is sometimes really nice, or even to do like the pay forward thing. We spoke about that recently in a vlog here, and quite a few of you said you like to do that, which I thought was really lovely. So yes, that's my challenge I'm giving to myself. The next couple of months, I'm going to be sending a few bits and pieces out here and there as surprises.
Muffins are out. I've ended up leaving them in a little bit longer because I wanted them to be golden. And I've also ended up baking or prepping 2 sourdoughs. I prepped one for my neighbour and then remembered it's Friday tomorrow. So I made up a second one and I'm going to make some homemade pizza tomorrow for tea. It is nearly 5 o'clock. The pharmacy closes at 6 and got about just over a mile's walk, so I'm going to go and get my leggings on and we're going to get down there, get our steps in. I've already been on the treadmill today, so I'm pleased about that. And then I'm going to come home and make a really simple dinner. I'm making pork chops tonight with sweet potato fries and sweet corn. We're just keeping it really easy and low carb. Right, we're going to try a muffin while they're still nice and warm. Looks good. I love with these cases how they come out so perfectly. It feels nice and light. It's still slightly warm. Let's break it in half and see what it looks like.
It's very blueberry.
Looks like a normal blueberry muffin. I'm going to see if you know what the secret ingredients are. You know one of them.
Yes, I do.
There's another ingredient in here I wouldn't usually add.
No, you wouldn't normally add. Will I guess it? Probably not.
I don't know. That's a winner to me. That is so good.
I know one of them you've added is cottage cheese, but I wouldn't know that's in it.
I wondered if we'd taste the lumps. You can't tell there's lumps in there at all. It is so light.
But there's a flavour behind it.
There's
And I don't know if that's the cottage cheese or whatever else you're talking about.
There's no butter, no...
Oh look, there is a lump.
I know there are, but you can't taste them, can you? I know.
I really like that.
I know, you can actually see them in there, the white bits. But you can't actually, you don't feel the texture. It's coconut oil.
Ah, now.
Can you taste coconut?
Yes.
But you wouldn't know it's in there.
Now you said that.
Yeah. I have never added that as a fat in my baking.
The moment I bit into it, I could taste there was something, and I was assuming it was the cottage cheese. But it isn't. It's now you say it's the coconut oil because it actually left a moistness.
But I don't like strong flavours of coconut. Like, what's the cocktail that you really like?
Pina colada.
I don't like that. It's too coconutty. But I like it like in Thai cooking and things like that.
That's
I
true.
really
Yeah,
like
you do,
it in
don't
this.
you?
It's not an overwhelming coconutty flavour. And I think I wouldn't know that it was coconut. It's so light. You need to try it. It's such a good recipe. Right, we need to walk. So after doing all our steps, here's dinner. Sweet potato fries, tomatoes, sweet corn and pork done in the air fryer. And I've made a salad. Good morning. Well, that was a massive fail. It made no difference to my sleep at all. I had just as bad night's sleep as I usually do, waking up constantly, really busy, crazy dreams, feeling warm. And I was awake an hour before my alarm. So there was me thinking I'd solved the problem and everything would be fine, and it hasn't. It is a nice duvet, really nice. It's nice and it feels light. I think I just need a window open. I don't know. Is it because this is my workplace, so I've always subconsciously know I'm getting up early for work? I don't know what the answer is, but if you've got any suggestions, please let me know. If this is something you struggle with, I never ever struggle to fall asleep. It's just staying asleep, and I always generally go back to sleep, but it's just that constant, and I just feel like I'm never in a heavy sleep because my dreams are just crazy busy all the time. So yes, any suggestions, I would love to know. I'm going to enjoy my coffee. I have baked some bread. Oh, the other thing I was going to say, which I'm really enjoying, is I've really got back into the routine, as you've probably seen, with walking. And what I now do, I keep my gym gear in the drawer next to my bed. So when I wake up in the morning, so I'm up really early, I put my gym gear on straight away. I go and do my video editing downstairs, and then I grab water and go straight on the treadmill. So there's none of this kind of, oh, I can't be bothered, because I'm in my gym gear already, and it's really, really helped. And I'm now back in that habit of going on the treadmill every single morning, and I'm really enjoying it. So I think it's kind of making things easier for you, isn't it? And getting back into a habit that helps. I baked some bread this morning for a neighbour. I'll go and show you. The loaf looks absolutely beautiful. Let's take it out. I'm going to wrap it up and take it to my neighbour. It's a really nice one. That really is a beautiful one, isn't it? I'm so pleased with how that turned out. That's a stunner. And I've got pizza dough then made for us tonight, and I've got extra dough, so I might even make bread rolls tomorrow and do it with bratwurst and homemade sauerkraut. I found this t-shirt today when I was going through some stuff. It's seriously creased, but Abe bought it me for my birthday years ago. I don't even know if I've ever worn it actually. It's an oversized one, and I never used to like them oversized, but now I do, so I popped it on. I'm gonna finish this video. Let's grab my coffee. I'm looking forward to pizza this evening. I think we're going to have a cozy evening tonight and watch a movie. It's Friday, so that will feel quite nice. I hope you've enjoyed this video, like I said, and I hope that it's inspired you in some way or form. I'll leave that recipe down below. Those muffins are seriously good. We had another one in bed last night, and it's just so yummy, so light. It's completely taken me by surprise. It was really, really good, so I highly recommend that. Let me know if you're going to be trying anything that I've suggested in this video, and any exciting recipes you have, or anything, any changes you are making, or anything you want to share. Leave your comments below. I look forward to hearing from you. Thank you so much. I'll see you in the next video. Bye.